Welcome back to the 59 Kitty Cat Saga. That's right, the 59 Cadillac DeVille 6329 series. This is Synthetic Oil Protection YouTube channel. And of course, I'm your host, Eben. And today, wow, we found the leak. We found the leak. Look, this is what it is. A oil pressure switch, or you could call it oil pressure regulator. This little teeny thing that goes right by the distributor down at the back of the motor, which we're going to show you in a minute, but we're going to go drive the kitty cat. So believe it or not, you can't even see where the heck this sucker is. Unbelievable. Doesn't show any signs of any cracks, nothing. I had no idea how it was leaking, and that's where it ended up being. So and a special thanks to that, I went onto the Cadillac forums on Facebook, found that on there, and really cool to get that. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this right here, and we're gonna go rip. All right, good to go. Right there, perfect. Let's rock it. So we been doing a lot to her lately. We worked on the regulator. That video is going to be coming up soon. And we got the regulator charging the battery a lot better. We got the oil pressure regulator switch done, and now we're headed to go get some coffee. So just wanted to take you around the block in this little angel, let you feel what she feels like. And she's running pretty darn good. Everything's working good. Yeah, just super happy. And take you up through the gears here. First, second, third. There you go. She's running good. So now we're gonna go head out to Pete's Coffee. We got a good friend, Anthony, on the channel. He just got a Camaro, so we're gonna be doing a video on his Camaro coming up, doing all the fluids on his Camaro. And let's see, we can rip it here. We should be good. All right, we're ripping. We're ripping. Yeah, she's running great. So we have all the fluids we've done on her. We've done the transmission fluid, which we're going to be doing again. We've done the radiator coolant, which we did. You'll see that video up here in the corner. Check that out. I have the whole playlist on about 30 videos now on the kitty cat. And we have some special spark plugs that got sent to us by a guy I met at SEMA, and he does the intelligent spark plugs. So we're going to be trying those plugs out on the car. We already tried, I think, 2 sets of them. They weren't the right gap. So now we're on to the 3rd set, because this engine is very particular, I suppose, with the gap. That's what I've been told by mechanics. I don't know a whole lot about this car. I'm still learning a lot. But yeah, it's been a beautiful relationship. We've been together now for a year, a little over a year. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. So we'll actually put that video to when I picked her up right up here in the corner. Check that video out, and that way you can check out and see what this thing sounded like when I got it. It sounded like the biggest pile of you-know-what in the world. I mean, it sounded horrible, and just amazing how it's shifting. But it's time to go get a lot of that old, little bit of residual stuff out of there. So I'm going to change the coolant, the diff. We're going to be greasing everything again, getting some bushings. It doesn't go perfectly straight. It pulls a little bit, so some of these polyurethane bushings are worn out, so it's got a little bit of play in the steering. But other than that, the actual steering components are very solid, and pretty surprising how good it runs. So yeah, we'll be doing that. And this is the west side of town. We're in Las Vegas. We're headed out towards Red Rock. Red Rock's a pretty famous location out here, and a lot of people go mountain climbing and stuff like that. So yeah. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to go back, and I'm going to show you the 1/16 socket that I put on the car to take the oil pressure switch off. This is the little booger that was leaking, and then we did the rear main seal, but that wasn't the leak. But hey, the rear main seal is good now, so I'll show you what the old rear main seal after 61 years, what a rear main seal looks like. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like now. We're going to head back to the garage. All right, we'll see you there. All right, so that is the rear main seal, the old one, and that's what we thought the leak was, but we found out, like I mentioned, it was the oil pressure switch regulator. And really interesting, has no cracks in it, absolutely nothing. Nothing was messed up with it. It took about 30 pounds of torque to take it off, so it was completely tight. And what we used was a 1 1/16 socket, deep socket. We had this big old extension, and that's what reaches way down and in. So as you'll see, we already got the intake off, and then this is the exact size here. I'll just show you. This goes in here, and it's being stubborn. There it is, right there. So that's the exact size, and you wouldn't think you need this much to get in there. And then we had to go all the way down, and you'll see it way back here. So this is the distributor, and had to go way down right beside the distributor. And I'm going to go ahead and point to it here with the screwdriver, and I'll give you guys some light. So the light's on, and it's right here. Right there. That's it right there. And that sucker is way down in, about almost an inch in. It threads into the block. And then that little wire connects on the back, and that's the oil pressure switch. So really interesting. You couldn't see any oil come out of it. So it was really a mystery, and I just couldn't figure out what it was until I went on to the one Facebook form, 1959 registry, 60 Cadillac registry, and they helped me out on there. So special thanks to those guys. 2 guys, they go, yeah, all I had to do is switch that out, and it stopped leaking oil. So this thing's been sitting here for about 5 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like here. Nothing. That's it. It's pretty much leak free. I think the timing chain could probably, the one cover up front could probably be done, but it's not really leaking anything significant, so we're good. And I wanted to mention the other videos we did on her. We did the MSD superconductor wires. We did that whole video on this. We did the Pertronix electronic ignition that's in the distributor back there. And what that does is that's a multi-spark ignition, so that helps the idle be so much smoother. And you'll see the before and after on that video. And like I said, we're at about 30 videos on this little angel. So check that out in the full playlist up here in the corner. It's like a little white icon circle. Click on that circle, you'll see the big playlist in there, and then I'll put my other, most exciting fluid changes. So we're going to be going back through doing all the fluids again just to get that residual out. And if you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe, tap the notification bell. You'll be able to watch a lot more information on protecting your vehicles like this. So if you have a vehicle, you could have a leak, and it could be that oil pressure switch. So this is the channel, of course the trunk, and we will be back doing a lot more videos on this little angel. So and definitely remember to leave a comment within the first 30 minutes of my new videos. And also, if you're new to the channel, leave a comment anyways, because I'm doing a random thing this month for Ebens Giveaway. So I randomly select someone from the comments, and I reach out to them, and that could be you. So we're going to be giving some snap-on tools away. They're going to be pretty darn high-end, and we're going to be giving some super stuff away this month. It's going to be massive. So we'll do a little cheers to protection, protection, protection. Oh, and check out this video right here. That's the full playlist on this little angel. We'll see you back doing the regulator is coming up next. We're going to be adjusting it. I'll show you.